Hello and welcome back, citizens. We are back with some more Pax Romana, Anno 117. We're diving straight into it. We're pushing ahead with the development of our wonderful city here. Or it's a small city. It's very picturesque just on the seaside here. And as you remember last time, if I can bring up the UI, we got all the way up to Plebians. We have the Plebian residents, and we are pushing forward with our new production chains. We have got our garum source under production, which is not making people that happy within the area of influence, but it is bringing us some lovely positive balance here. We only have 8 grand left in the bank, so we need to think about making some money. There is some tutorial pieces here that we're just going to skip through, and I'll just talk through what I know as I did previously in the last episode, and we're just going to have a look at what we're going to be producing next. Okay, so we did set Neptune to be our patron god here in Bononia, and he's going to help us produce lots of fish related production chains with enhanced productivity. So if I go ahead and click on this, you'll see this is already up 120%, and if I go into the religion, that's because we're up to here, Salacia's fruit, which is giving us 20% production on all of these production chains, of which we have sardines and garum production at the moment. So we'll continue focusing on those. I am going to go ahead and build another one of these, just anticipating that we will need it in the future, and I may have to consider some more porridge, and I'm going to place it here. I'm going to put a farm here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to this menu here. You can use your mouse wheel, actually scroll through these. I'm going to place another farm, which is actually going to just reach our wonderful porridge producer over here. Now, the question is, can he reach? Yep, he can't get down here. If I click on this, this goes to just on the outskirts. I'm wondering if I move this to here, put our porridge production just here, and we'll start upgrading this. We'll get this up and running, and I'm actually going to do something here where I'm just going to start filling the gaps with fields like so. Just do this with this particular painting tool here, which is actually quite nice. That up and round to there. That's fine. We'll get this upgraded. Right. The reason why I'm doing that, if we look at our consumption and our production in Bononia, we're not really, actually, no, we're not too bad on the porridge, are we? We're only using 1, but it's just in anticipation of when we start expanding dramatically our city here. I'm going to think about another market over this area here. We're going to start putting some houses in this area. I'm actually going to start thinking about putting a road behind this temple just to outline another building section, which is going to be built diagonally like so. So we'll have houses going this way, and I'm actually going to do this here and here just to outline the temple.
There are 2 gentlemen here to see you.
Oh,
unless that is, I am seeing double.
Okay, wonderful. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at these. So it says, Gemini in the rough. The Roman Imperium is keen to support its governors. Funds were put forward to hire you an aide called Julius Lupus. However, there must have been some bureaucratic misunderstanding, but there are 2 Julii standing before you, identical twins. Question is, who would make the better aide? So you have Brutus Julius Lupus and Gaius Julius Lupus. I'm not going to speak to each of them. I'm going to just go ready to make my choice. Then from here, you can hover over and see what each of them are good at doing. So this guy actually increases the amount of workforce from residents within the range of your villa. Or you have Gaius Julius Lupus, Castor of Fortunes, who increases the income in the area by 1.5. You know what? I think I actually need the money. So I'm going to go ahead with Gaius Julius Lupus. So there we go, we're going to get him. And then with him, when you click on your wonderful Governor Villa, the tutorial will say select the specialist and it will enable the buff. We'll just keep an eye on our money, which country 73. And our income, island income is 515. If I introduce Gaius Julius Lupus,
My business is
that's gone up to 616 and 164. And if I hover over here, it's actually increasing our income by 100.5, which is huge. So we're very good. We're very much in the green now, which is ideal. So that is good. Now, population increasing. We need to really think about, you know what, I'm actually going to delete that. And this is going to be a mixture of, you know what, I'm just going to do that and then do this. There we go. And we're going to build like a weird shaped housing area here. It's just slightly off. It's going to be a big tenement block. So we'll go up to here. Ooh, this isn't good, is it? It's not perfect, but that is fine. That'll do. And I think do this. Is that okay with the roads? Let's give that a go. How far does the market? It only comes over here, so we need to think about market over in the back here. And then also we've got to consider making bread for our plebs as well. But back to our liberty. Let's get a market. We don't want to double up some areas because they're... Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab you and put you just there. I'll do that. Bit of a weird housing situation here, but let's just grab you as well. Right. That. Could probably do that. There we go. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? And then we can put some more houses in here. That's a little bit different. Let's see how that plays out, and then we need to think of our market. Market is... I think ideally... Have we actually researched... No, that is almost there. So this might actually push out a bit further in the future. But we'll think about this in due course. I could also consider this. I'm going to put the pub or tavern just there, and we'll get that up. And we'll get all of these upgraded like so we can start pumping in some more population. We will need to consider a new spinner and a new Pilius felter, but these two actually cover most buildings at the moment, which is good. Okay, so bread. We need to think about bread. But aside from that, we also need to think about vigils and custodia. So I'm thinking... wondering how far does this go. I could probably pull this back just a little bit. Let's just have a look. We'll go to here. We'll put the road across here, and I will consider this just there, which actually covers everything. That looks... Oops, I'm clicking the wrong one. This one covers most buildings in terms of protection.
Each deity confers
and it's
unique
about
blessings.
75
Change
buildings.
Your patron god as you please.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. If we have a look at our island fire safety, it's currently negative 95. If I go ahead and build this, positive 60-ish. And that means the frequency of our fires is 2 hours 40 minutes. And then we have festivals. A positive attribute can trigger the following festival. Starter Martyr Festival. And it'd be nice, can I click on that? Oh no. It'd be nice, I wanted to see what actually that festival grants, but it doesn't seem to show me. I can't click down on there, which is a little bit annoying. But the user interface is quite good. This is going to take 21 minutes, but we're going to constantly pump out. I'm wondering, could this be better? I keep thinking this might be better, like placed in certain areas. I'm wondering here. It covers more buildings there. And it's slightly different in terms of its positioning. So let's try that actually. Let's grab you two. Put that there. Like that. Going to move this because at the moment it's only capturing all of those, whereas if I move it here, it's going to get so many buildings. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. And I'm going to do that. It's a little bit different. That looks quite nice. Quite happy with that. And if I do this, that would mean that it's also going to get these houses up here, which is great. That looks very good. Might play around with this a bit more. Should do this. I'll put some more houses in like that. And we can play around and actually put some decorations in here and whatnot. And we need some more plebs, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all of these around the Grammaticus. I'm actually going to upgrade these two. There we go. We're doing good. We're getting a load of plebs coming in, and we have some new options. Right. But before we start looking at sandals or lavender, which I can't actually do the lavender, that's why I'm looking for another island, which actually has lavender on it. It seems this one would be a good one, but would only be good for lavender production. So where is my boat? Boat is here. Let's check everything around here. We'll come back to base afterwards. I'll speak to this chap momentarily. Right, city is coming along nicely. I need bread. So, or do we start looking at our sandal production? I think there's a few places we can actually think about placing our sandals. That's actually quite good. It actually covers 58, but if I move up to here, that's 40. Over here is 47, but this is 58. That's a lot more. If I move over here, it's 56. Yeah, we'll go there actually, and actually put some houses either side as well. So by providing sandals,
the stridulating crickets at the sanctuary
the needs are
disperse
+2
unwelcome
income
thoughts.
and +1 population, and then the area effect is also +1 in terms of income. It doesn't have to be your residence, it can actually be other just production buildings. So when you have loads of production buildings stacked together, they will contribute to each other within the area of effect as well, which is really good. Another thing that we need to start thinking about is planning our walls. So let's finish off our sandal maker. Okay, wow, that has a huge range. It will go all the way up here. So we've got to plant some pig farms over here. Plant them, I say. And we also need some salt ponds, which I think we're okay for now because this is overproducing at the moment. So we'll leave that as is. It's a combination of, so the garum, actually it's 1:3. And I think it's also the same ratio to this, which is 1:2. So one of these will actually cater for one tannery and also the one garum production facility for the time being, for the initial
Our
piece.
scouts have sighted new land.
But let's build our pig farm. I'm thinking just here. And we can actually do a nice 5x5, I think. Like that. I swear it looked... I swear there's a different way of doing that where it sits together a bit better. But we'll go with that for now. And we'll go ahead and build the tannery just here, which is actually going to apply a lot of minus happiness, which is not ideal. You know what? Let's just do this. I want this to sit nicely next to you. Two, three, like that. That looks a little bit better. Upgrade that and that. Okay, so we will have sandals. We just need to upgrade the sandal shop.
This hat keeps the sun safe right there.
Okay, that is ideal. So, sandal production is underway, which is actually going to provide some more fashion, because there's 3 categories. I don't think I went through this before. You have food, you have public services, you have fashion, and now we have household with the plebs. So we need to think about olive oil and amphora.
But there's no
Oh,
warehouse.
I may have messed this up ever so slightly if I pull this in to just having a look. I need to be able to touch this over here without providing it has to be there. I think that will just reach, please. There, working. No. doesn't need a warehouse. You have this in
Some
range.
ingredients are missing.
Oh, what's happened with the salt? Ah, I need salt within range. Should be about... Okay, yeah, right. Now let's consider a warehouse in here because you need to drop off the salt. Currently this isn't in range of this. This is why this production chain is not working. So, let's get a warehouse here. Pull you over there. And we'll get this warehouse up. Actually, you know what? This is in range. Yeah. There we are. That's working perfectly. This warehouse is in range of these. Cool. Fine. So sandals underway. Now let's start planning our wonderful city walls.
That's a sighted new land.
There we go. We have our mighty walls along the cliff edge here. Just looking very smooth around here. And then we need to build the wall up this way as well. So it'll be up and then diagonally across and then round the river edge. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our city walls planned up to a point, and we have the wood for it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade elements of this just so it's up and running. There we go. That is looking very good, very magnificent indeed. And it's going to look great with the walls around the outskirts here and over to here too. Might actually just have to get this just to follow form. That'll do. Okay, good. That's looking very good indeed. And then we can actually start planning out our towers, which will defend our settlement and also the water's edge. So to there, you'll notice that you can't have them too close together. They have to have the circles just like this, so you can see it. Like that. There. Actually works there as well. So that's our 4 towers on this front. And we'll keep that like that. Okay. Settlement is coming together nicely. And I'm wondering if we need... I did say that I need to plan the aqueduct. I'm wondering if it just goes in the back here. So I'm going to move these wonderful houses. You know what? I'm actually going to move these. Like that. Then these can sit in here. Because these are actually going to take advantage of the shrine and actually the Grammaticus as well. If I just do this, this. Okay, planning. This is going very well indeed. Right, well enough of this. We actually need to think about... Right, so we've done our shoes. We need our bread. Now, where are we going to place a bakery? Somewhere where it makes a lot of money, ideally. Would have been quite nice just in here, if I'm honest. Just thinking like here, so I might move these 2 houses over here. Like that. And we'll delete this and we'll get this up and running, which is actually going to give us 68 buildings, 68 by 2, that's 136 extra income. But where else could this actually, I think 62 might be, oh, I saw 70. Oh, it's going to be very good like here, that's 71. Does that actually fit in? Yes, it does. I can move this to here. We'll put a lovely bakery outside a villa, so we can smell freshly made bread every day. There. I think that's still fine where it is. I'll have to consider another one of these over here. And actually there's another, what do I need for this? City status level 3, which we're not quite at yet. This will get up and running. And in terms of the attributes, we're looking, yeah, it's the needs is +2, the income is +2 for population, +1 for the income. And then it's a net of +3 for all those affected within here. So we actually need to consider some other elements here. We need more. We could actually do it over here because this is going to maintain. This could be farmland over here, I think. So if we go for a grain mill just here, we'll put a warehouse right next to it, and then we can consider maybe just some roads that actually fill out to the sides here, like so. And then we'll actually start putting in some wonderful grain fields. I'm going to put 2 down because it is a ratio of 2 to 1 to 2. Then we actually do need some charcoal. So I will build an extra charcoal facility over yonder, which it might just... Yeah, perfect. I'll get that upgraded. And we need another one of these, which I'm going to place like so. Now, let's fill in all the... You know what, I probably didn't need to do all of this. No, I did not. Let's get rid of that. Move you a little bit further in, probably about here. And we'll start planting the crop field, because there's 140 for this. It's quite extensive. So there. 137. 140, and then we'll fill in the gaps without obstructing this. So $140, perfect. We'll get these upgraded. Oh, why can't I upgrade you? We're out of wood. Right, let's get the game going. So while we're waiting for the wood to come in so we can actually get this up and running, we actually have our Emperor wants to greet us.
This empire back on its feet won't be easy. The Legion has a saying, if your attack is going well, you're walking into an ambush.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Emperor Gnaeus Firmius Calidus, former legate of the Legion. He nods as he surveys you before breaking out a childish grin, a grin with teeth. How do you wish to respond? A ruling emperor controls all provinces of the empire. The higher your reputation, the greater your privileges. Your reputation is displayed in the diplomacy menu. So I can either...
You can't hide, but you can quiver like a bird tongue in aspic.
Okay, alright. I was just going to hail you jovially as opposed to remaining silent because I do want to build up the reputation with him.
Kissing me cheeks. I like it.
He's a cheeky fella, isn't he? But at the same time...
The Emperor? You're friends with everyone, man.
Yes, it was Dorian. I'm just going to check very quickly. I feel like my game settings are a little bit janky. No, it is on max quality. Fine. Okay, it's just my eyes then. But if we head over to diplomacy...
By Jove, the governor, as I live and breathe.
Yes, well, I'm on a +1 reputation. But if you go over to here, open reputation overview, what we have here is the reputation has the following effects. Neutral has nothing.
Dorian.
Okay. And then where it's... Okay. I don't know what's happening in the background
If I
there.
invite you to a banquet, could you not bring all your brothers of Heracles?
My brothers? Don't you like them?
Well, I do. It's just... the other guests would also like to eat.
That's it with the banter. Though they're actually having a conversation within this menu. I think that was quite cool. But anyway, back in here. So there's various grades of reputation that you can get. And I think as you go up in terms of your reputation with the Emperor, there are various benefits that you get, like island settlement costs are reduced by 25%. You can re-roll items at traders, 15% better prices for goods with all Emperor representatives, 20% better prices for items with all Emperor representatives, and it just gets better and better until you're right up here. And you can actually force other governors to be your specialists. This is very interesting. But it does happen the other way. So as you go down, eventually, when you get to the bottom, -70, you're a pro-consul here versus a consul. So it's almost you're really almost competing against the Emperor at this stage, and you get all these better, almost like for like elements between consul and pro-consul. But there are some hardships on the way there. Island settlement costs go up, but eventually rebellion. The Emperor sends waves of ships to attack rebels. Exemption from island settlement fees, exemption from land taxes. Amphitheatre cannot host any games. Is this exemption as well? Do I still have to pay? Yeah, you still have to pay tax as you go this way, but if you want to completely exonerate the taxes and not pay the Emperor, yeah, just really agitate him, so to speak. Okay, so that's enough of the diplomacy menu. We were...
You have been building for 2 hours, Harry. May I suggest some
I know.
refreshments?
I know. Yes, very good. What have I ruined here? Something has gone amok. Do I need to... Okay. It's because I've played around with the road a bit, I think, which actually ruined it. I wonder if I go this way it would be better. Or... just having a look here. Yeah, I need to play around with this. Or I move these... I'll move them up. Actually, I'll move them over to Farmland Central. Put it here. And you can move over here as well to where I want my farmland to be. That. And I'll do this.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Put that in there. And I think we can just do this as well. $60, we'll get this up and running, so these guys will be happy. And I'll also get up 2 grain farms, which actually both have 140%. Got our mill. Yeah, this is all looking very good over here. And I may eventually move all of this over here as well, and we're going to have a lovely farmland area, which will be very pretty. Okay. So, he's waiting for coal, or she, sorry, it's the bakery. And we've got to consider soap, so we do need another island. Let's have a look for somewhere which has lavender plus some other bits like olive oil. So far it looks like this one's good. It's got resin and olive oil. But we do need lavender.
We stand waiting.
You know what, I'm going to go here. We're going to start pulling in some olive oil. So pull you down. And if we have a look at the needs of our...
You can hear
plebs.
the debate with the Grammaticus from streets away.
Ooh, the tunics are going down. What else do we need here? Sandals are going to go up. I think we've already got the sandals in play. Yeah, we've got one. But why are... I know where the tunics are going down. It's because we were running out of the raw materials for them. But that's fine. Let's just have a look at our statistics. We're fine on here. We're fine on the sardines. I think we're actually almost at maximum supply by the looks of it. Sort by profit is 60. 1 out of 4, but why? Oh yeah, we are. We're maxed out, that's why. Okay, so what do we need for these? We need 300 plebeians before we can unlock these 2 things here. And we're going to actually get both of them from a single island because we have resin and we also have olive fertility. So we're going to go ahead and build this. Oh, that's going to bankrupt me. Right, we need to focus on the island. First and foremost, we need to build up the population, so we'll do that. Get these up and running. And we have our market forces, which actually pushes the extension of this massively, which is great.
Your first research success,
that is great.
and surely not the last.
It's a 25% effect range on our markets, which means they just hit more buildings.
Very good reason for better terms between us.
Oh, thank you. So it's also key to understand that your rivals appreciate certain attributes being boosted. So it sounds like our wonderful friend Tarragon likes or appreciates safety of your citizens. I'm not too sure about Lycia Mar, but Dorian is all about health. He's all about the squads. So yeah, be sure to boost out your health of your citizens if you want to be good friends with him. Okay, let's have a look here. We need more houses, I think. So, and I think I need to also put a market in place a little bit further over here. I'm thinking... You know what? It probably needs to go there. I've got this. I'm wondering, we continue this road up here. This one up here as well. Then we need to get some more spinners into play, and we probably have to put a warehouse inside our city as well. I'm thinking it might be good right just here. Go ahead and upgrade that. Get this up and running too. Okay, just trying to make this look a little bit symmetrical around here. Get rid of this. Yeah, that looks very nice actually. So we've got a nice symmetrical piece here in front of our temple. Okay, so this is up and running. I'm wondering, this? No, we'll keep that there. Just looks a bit strange if you ask me. That'll do. There we go. Just trying to keep these nice little triangle bits so we can fill in the land with some ornaments in our later playthrough when we go and beautify this whole settlement. It's going to look very pretty indeed. Okay, now houses. So we have these two and up. We need to think about our spinners, which are these two. So we'll get these in play now. So let me get these in, and then we'll also go ahead and get this in as well. Okay, so we've got our spinner in place, our Pilius Felter and Sandal Maker. Sandal Maker should be totally fine because one of these can accommodate for two of these. However, we will need to expand our hemp and our sheep farms. Let's go ahead, get those up and running quickly. Because we need the population first, so let's get some houses in play. So we'll have some more population coming in, and we've just hit a population milestone, apparently. And we have a festival.
I await your instruction.
So the Neptunalia festival of Bononia, which will shipping construction speed goes up by 100%, and ship construction cost is negative 50%. Lasts 4 hours. So I'm not going to pay for it, but I will provide resources for the festival because I have a huge surplus. I think Do we start seeing a festival appear? Somewhere. It will pop up somewhere. But we do have the festival. Oh, here it is.
Without truth. Yes, Lucius.
There we go. So when you do Control Shift R, you can actually walk around as a person, which is actually really cool. Give a little wave. But we're here, we're part of the festival, we're enjoying it. Look at that. Here comes Neptune in all his glory. Now that is impressive. Very cool festival indeed. All clad in this lovely aqua blue colour, azure, I believe it's called. Oh, there's a contract, is it? Oh, I'll do it at some point. I'm actually in the process of building my city.
So many open fires and so few precautions. Don't
Oh,
you
I
realize
can sort
your
that
whole
out.
city
Don't
could
worry,
go up
don't
at any
worry.
time?
We'll go here. Well, actually, this is a good place right here. I think we'll do 29 buildings, 28, 34, 29, 28, 34, right there. We'll get that up and running. Soon, we're just waiting for the wood. But it's very cool that we have a lovely procession here in this festival. Okay, what else do we have here? We also need to think about our... Oh, where is this going to fit? Might have to go in here, you know? Which will actually do 82, and then over here we'll probably plop one just here, which will be another 70. Over here, actually. That's 70, 80. Yeah, fine, I'll go there. We'll move some of these over. I'll get this up and running as well if I do that. We could start increasing the... I think it increases the happiness. Yeah, 158 from that one, which is insane. And we'll do the same with this one here. Go 224 from the two prefectures. Or custodia, sorry, and then we'll get another vigils up and running. Maybe it needs to go further back, you know? No, we'll do it there. Okay, we were looking to set up another settlement. I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and buy it.
I have no choice but to record everything.
Imminent.
Good or ill.
So when you're so far into
The
debt,
difficult second step has been achieved.
and I think if I speak to this
Set whimsy
guy,
and fancy aside, Governor.
that's fine. He'll give me some money, even though it's going to reduce the reputation to -10. Or -9, actually. We'll go ahead and accept that.
Rare as white crows.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. And
Alright.
that's fine. I know what to do in that regard. And she's going to offer me a loan. I'm going to decline it.
Worth a try.
Right, but back over here, we need to get those up and running. And, oh yes, as I was saying, we need to increase the production of hemp and also sheep. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Put hemp just here. Go ahead and do sheep as well. Wondering, like that. $59. That looks good. That's up and running. Don't know why I can't upgrade this. I'm missing one bit of wood. Let's put that on two times speed.
Trust me, you want olive oil. It keeps you healthy and competing. I would plant those groves like now.
Alright, I'll get there. Alright, Dorian, calm yourself. Right, okay, so we need to continue just stabilizing our economy. We can now actually produce amphorae and olive oil. Build 10 Lupus residents. Wait, what? Why would I want to do that? So, you want more, build more residents, sell excess ships and sell excess goods at your trading posts. Ah, that's another thing that we could consider. So here, if I just click on one of these, you can say all goods. I want to sell all goods that are above 75. And I think, are we in the process of researching a trading improvement? So in 9 minutes, I'll be able to upgrade this to the next tier. And I think that doubles our total stock that we can have on an island. So we just get these up, get this up as well. We now have plus 500 income. Let's get some more houses in play as well. Oh, get this here. Oh, that actually gets all of those, which is good. Yeah, just need more houses. So easy to plan and build your settlement, it really is. It's very good indeed. Consider some more houses this way. I still haven't considered where the aqueduct's going to go, but I'm probably just going to sit it in here, if I'm honest. So I'll just do this. So there'll be something in here. And going to do some rows up here. Basically plan where it's going to go. Or where the aqueduct is presumably going to go. So there. So I'll be coming down here and then we'll put some aqueducts, or the water supplies will just hit in here, but I may have to drill it into this area somehow. But that should get quite a good chunk just on the outer skirts here. Very good. This is looking very good indeed. And how far does this reach? Just touches some of this, so let's get this filled in too. Fine. Yep, money is flowing in. People are coming in. And how is our consumption looking? Very good. Ah, hats are not doing too well, so I will need to consider expanding that at some point too. I think nothing over here, but I think just over here.
Why are your citizens so unfailingly cheerful? Is it because you offer games, luxury, baths, and a holiday every other day? What is the secret of your happiness?
Hazardous housing, rampant disease. Think of your athletes in residence. Think of their health.
God, he's really off on one, isn't he? And we've just hit major imperial city, which is very good, and I think I probably need one of these. I'm concerned that we're not making everyone happy in all the right places, but this might actually be okay just here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I was saying about these. I have can make 2 of these. I'll build 1 more. And we'll get all of these out. And need some more sheep. Some more hemp. So just expanding, just constantly just scaling up, making sure that we can provide all the needs that we need to. Very good. Let's upgrade this and this. Okay.
Trading posts can now be upgraded and so benefit from increased storage and extra loading ramps.
Very good. Okay, now we can go ahead and upgrade this wonderful building right here. We'll go ahead and do that, and you'll notice this only goes up to a maximum of 75, but with the upgrade, now goes up to 150. We can really stock things in. And another thing that we have, we're selling everything above 75, so we should start making some trading profit too. Very good. This is a very good city. We're almost up to 1,000 population as well, so that's something to be very proud of. Tunic should be coming in a bit better. How are our Plebians doing? Yeah, all we need next, and this will be done in the next episode, is olive oil and amphora, and that's what we're going to do over here. So we need to go and pick up wood and tiles from Bononia. We've now settled in Cyrena. And I think Sirena needs to be, looking at it, it's going to have to be our farming area. So we could do olive oil and maybe import grain from here. That's a thought, but we're going to go ahead and dedicate ourselves here to Ceres. Because with the flax, or the olive oil, it's really going to go up right here. We'll set this to be our patron god on this island, and it will also give us a boost in island fertilities once we have some people living on here. The Patronilia festival is still underway. These guys will be partying for the next 3 hours and 41 minutes, which is always very good. Okay, so the city's coming together very nicely. I'm going to somehow plot out further housing in this area. I'm just trying to think how. Probably going to go like that maybe. I think this reaches most of this, yes, and I think the pub reaches most of it too. I think if I do this and yeah, that's a little bit better, I suppose. There we go. So a nice bit of variety to our city here, and some really impressive walls, which we will need to build up. So let's collect the resources we need ahead of the next episode. So we're going to get some wood, we'll get some tiles, and we'll head over here. Yes, we're making lots of money now. Look at that denarii flow in, 1,000 denarii, and we're not even 1,000 population, but we're making a lot of money. And a lot of that actually comes from, having a look here, yeah, we're making a lot from area effects, and you see that one's residences is going up. So I think we have just maxed out on the tunics. If we go to our tunics, yeah, we're fine. So our hats, everything, it seems to be really, really good nick. It's just these that we need next. With the olive oil, we can actually improve health drastically, and I'm thinking that might be really good there as one. And another one would actually sit in here very nicely, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll move you here. This. Does that hit? That hits 73. That hits about 80 in here. 70. 73. 74. Go there. So we'll get 2 olive presses up and running. I think our ship is just now arriving, so we can start looking to build out this area and get some olive plantations, probably across the cliff edge just here. So I'm going to build a road out across, like so. We've got to consider like the splitting. Oh gosh, that was very bad, wasn't it? Like that, and then maybe, yeah, we'll split the olive trees either side here, or the olive groves. Do one here. We'll plant this out. We'll do 4, and there's a reason why we're doing 4. Because it goes down to 30 seconds, then we can actually build 3 of these on our main island, and these 4 will accommodate everything that we need. One really good thing as well that you'll notice that I have no residents on this island, but I do have 35 just from the harbour itself. It does say total available harbour provides 35 plebs, liberty. Let's get this in here like so. So we have those 4. We'll drop off the wood and the tiles, and we'll get all of these upgraded. And we still have 19 Libertus left, and we have our olive oil coming in. And we will need a small boat. So let's have a look. Do any of these have any boats that I can go ahead and buy?
Rebuilding in the wake of the eruption.
And I can afford that. We can get the Thalassa with a ship mast. And that's going to be our trade ship. While that comes over, we'll get both of the olive presses up and running, and we're going to start establishing our first trade route. All in the nick of time. Actually managed to do this within this episode. We can move on to bigger and greater things in the next one. So let me just get the trade route up. It's quite simple. You just click new trade route. You click on the island you want to take the resources from and where you want to take them to. So we're going from Cyrena to Bononia. And we need to allocate a ship, which will be the Thalassa. And we're going to load in olive oil. So you can actually go to agricultural goods and you can select your olive oils. And this can actually have up to 4 stacks. But we're not going to be producing 50 at a time between these two. So we'll only put the 1 in, and we're going to unload in Bononia. So we'll establish that trade route. Very good. So that is underway. Let's get rid of those. Very good. We're in very good stead. Very good place here. And by introducing
Garum makes for a broth a dumpling hopes to die for.
the household goods of olive oil, which will accommodate 2 slots, we don't need to consider the amphora, but we will later, because this place actually has resin. For that, you need resin tapper, and we've actually got quite a lot of trees on this island, so we'll be able to build these. Quite a lot of these. They require 45 trees, so actually get just 1 here. Let's have a look at the ratios, and this is something we'll do next time. I'm not going to go straight into this one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode so far. This is how it's building. This is a little screenshotted or saved camera angle that I've got each time now, so we can see at the end of each episode how it's growing over time from each episode, which I think is really cool. But it's looking very good. I mean, this is magnificent. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough so far. Be sure to leave some comments. I want to hear what you guys have to think, what you think about the gameplay, what you think about the game, what you want to see in the future, because I do have potential access to the full version of the game leading to the release in November. I'm going to do some deep dives on the technology tree, the patron tree, and maybe consider like certain build orders or play styles that you can cater to, aggressive, non-aggressive, or seriously specialize in your islands, really maximizing out on all the buffs and debuffs that you can get from the various elements of the game. One area that we really need to look at is the specialists and how they can improve your city. But this is MarZhill Magnus signing out for now. Be sure to subscribe and become a citizen of the MarZian Imperium. I'll see you guys next time. This is MarZhill signing out. Ciao.